Welcome everyone here to the Sheridan Athletic Center here in Oakville for today's semifinals of the OCAA Women's Volleyball Championships. I'm Spencer Byers alongside my good friend Evan Brewer. We got the pink and purple here today, and Evan, big game between the Humber Hawks.
Purposely matched today.
Yeah, purposely matched. Yes, this was coordinated, as we're going to quickly go to the national anthem before I announce you each teams. And there we are with the national anthem and the player intros here today as the Humber Hawks take on the Seneca Sting. Number one West Team Humber versus number 2 East Team Seneca here in the first semi-final today. I'm Spencer Byers again alongside Evan Brewer. And Evan, big game between these two sides. Both swept their sets. Everyone swept yesterday, so teams are getting their first set losses here at the OCAA Championships.
Yeah, no, I mean, yesterday I think the games were a bit of a letdown, not a whole lot of action going on, just complete domination by every single team that played a lower seed, except Mohawk was the only lower seed who was able to come out on top yesterday. But hopefully we get some better games today. We got a nice matchup here between, like you said, the first in the West and the second in the East. And I don't think you can underestimate Seneca, even though they're coming in as a second seed. They have beat, recently, they beat Durham team, who lost just one game this season.
And starting the night off is an ace for Brooke Allerston, the setter, the player of the game yesterday, who Rachel Bishop, who was with us yesterday, had a chance to speak with. That ball put in play, passed into the middle there. That one sent just long from Kaomi Ellis.
Yeah, like I was saying, Seneca, not a team you can underestimate. They did end up beating, gave Durham their only loss this season not too long ago. So if you're Humber, you're coming into this thinking that this team is usually a 1 seed if you don't have a team like Durham in their division.
And that one attacked over by Erica Dodd, and it will be free-balled over there by Davina. Passed across. Kaomi Ellis will not be able to get the kill there as it's free-balled over. La Chapelle. Armstrong there for Dodd, and that one is in for Erica Dodd, the player of the year in the OCAA.
Yeah, strong hit there from Erica Dodd.
And now to serve will be Kaomi Ellis. That ball almost an ace, and it is an ace for Ellis. And she'll go back to serve again. No libero right now for Humber as rotating back in to the middle. will I believe be Cassidy Andrews. That ball just over the net it goes, played by Allerston. That ball off the block. Armstrong just tips it over on a two-hit, and Armstrong with the kill. Stephanie Armstrong, the Pickering fifth year, and the one of two fifth years on this Humber side with the kill there, puts them in the first lead of the night for Humber.
Armstrong's first point of the OCAA championships. Again, not usually someone who does get points, but that's her first so far.
And Dodd there with a dump play at the net will get herself another point as Humber, after two straight for Seneca, have four straight for the Hawks. Ellis gets that one just over. Davina has to play it, and it'll be hit over. That would be Camila. Armstrong across. Cassidy can't get that one down. That went right at Allerston and free-balled over by Steele. Ellis. Armstrong for Erica Dodd, and that one just out of play for Dodd. And now Ellis comes out for Alex LaChapelle, who I had a chance to speak with yesterday. Yamini Davina now to serve, the Cameroonian national libero, playing outside hitter for her collegiate team here. As that ball put up for Andrews, and in play it goes for Cassidy Andrews. I also believe there was a net violation against Seneca anyway.
Speaking of Davina, she led the team in kills yesterday and total attacks. We need her to come up big if Seneca wants to stand a chance against the #1 team in the West.
As the Durham Lords have entered the building, and that is another ace for the Humber Hawks. That one going to Stephanie Armstrong, the setter. But as I was saying, the Durham Lords have just entered the building. Evan, they're now here to watch who they may be facing in either of the bronze or gold medal game here today, or here tomorrow, pardon me. As that ball was sent well long by Armstrong. And now to serve will be Emily Steele. Rooting in is CL Villoria. That ball put right at LaChapelle, gets that one up. Armstrong up for what looked to be Manners. Couldn't get that one down, however. Alliston up for Dada. That one couldn't get there, and Dada with the kill. Stella Dada, probably the second most dangerous hitter on this Seneca side behind Davina.
And already we're seeing a little bit more competitiveness between these two teams, as we tend to see yesterday. You can tell a little bit more evenly matched than a couple of the matchups from yesterday.
As Steele puts that one wide, and the point will go to Humber, is now to serve his player of the year in the OCAA, Erica Dodd. Also, of course, first-team All-Star. Quite a few first-team All-Stars on this Humber Hawks side. That ball put in play, Davina able to get it up, and it'll be set for Gamini Davina, but blocked at the net by Cassidy and Serlin. Armstrong up for Cassidy, and that ball goes long for Cassidy Andrews. And now to serve will be Bibi Camila, the Ajax native. That one right at LaChapelle. Set now by Manners. We'll be going to Serlin off here, free ball it over. CL. Back to her, couldn't get that one down. Allerston plays it across time to Dada, through the block, and still Dada with the kill. Coach Wilkinson told me how much respect he's got for Coach Anthony Fong. Well, again, I spoke to both coaches before this game here today, and he had a lot of respect for the program that Coach Anthony Fong has built over the last 3 seasons. That ball goes well wide for Camila.
And that's saying a lot coming from a guy who's been working this program for 21 years. You know, if you can get the respect of him, then you're obviously doing a pretty good job.
That ball put in play by Cassidy Andrews. Dada is able to attack that one over. Up by Ellis, but has to get over on a 2-hit. CL with the kill there for Villoria. And now Dada again to serve. That ball sent long past Dodd. Dodd almost went to play it here. As now to serve will be Hannah Manners. Humber a little bit more of a game than they were yesterday to the Niagara Knights, as that will be an ace for Hannah Manners. And that is no disrespect to the Niagara Knights. I think that just proves how good this Humber Hawks team has been this season, Evan, and they continue that here today.
I believe you said one of their better players, Natasha Desjardins, went down injured as well in that game, so a little bit unfortunate for them. But Seneca was in a lot closer three-set game. The three sets didn't tell the whole story.
As that ball is blocked by Armstrong. Definitely not between Seneca and St. Clair yesterday, as Davina puts that one wide. Thought there was a touch. There was no call, so the point will go to Humber. And now again to serve will be Hannah Manners. Both teams still have both of their timeouts, of course, so we'll see if Coach Fung uses one of his. Davina through the block, and that will get down for Seneca. And now to serve will be CL Villoria. Rotating back in is Emily Steele. Spin serve there for CL. That one just sent back over by Dodd on the return and dumped over by Kaomi Ellis, and Ellis with the kill. And now again to serve, or I believe for the first time tonight, will be Leah Serlin.
That's something you can expect to see a lot out of from Ellis. She's top 3 in the league in hitting percentage. I actually think she might be one. She is. She's .425 on her hitting percentage, which is number 1 in the OCAA.
That ball through the middle, but blocked by Dodd and Ellis collectively. Set across for Davina, blocked off the head of Ellis, and it almost lands in play for the Humber Hawks.
That would
And
have been electric if it was staying alive there.
the only negative about it landing on her head was that counts as a hit, so they couldn't get a third hit onto it to get it over. As now again to serve will be Brooke Allerson, who started us off here today. That one right at La Chapelle. Armstrong. Ellis can't get that one down. Allerston now plays it across, plays it back there for Dada, who has to free ball it over. Armstrong back for Ellis, and Ellis will be able to get the kill on the second attempt.
Yeah, great placement there by Ellis. Not too much power on it, but somewhere where Seneca just couldn't reach it.
Now again to serve will be Kaomi Ellis, right at the libero. Allerston plays that one across. Camila off the block, and that will be a kill for BB Camila. And now again to serve will be Gamini Davina. The listed libero playing outside hitter again plays libero for the Cameroonian national team. She is listed though as her hometown of the city of Toronto. As Davina puts that one in play, that's an ace for Davina, as Serlin just couldn't handle that one. And Davina will go back again, only down by 1 now.
It's pretty awesome playing for the Cameroonian national team.
Not something we see a whole lot of, I would expect here in the OCAA. Definitely not something we've seen yet, as that one set right at Serlin again, but handled. Armstrong plays it across for Erica Dodd off the block, up by Davina. Allerston back for Davina, will have to just hop it over, up by La Chapelle. Armstrong across for Dodd. Dodd off the block, doesn't get knocked it down, but Allerston has to play it. Set now by the libero, it goes back for Davina one more time, up by Serlin, but that one goes about 4 rows up, and the point will go to Seneca.
Davina just adding to her kill numbers this season. She finished the regular season with 254 and has just been adding them on yesterday and now today as well.
And now Davina to serve for the lead. Humber in a lot more of a game here later in this set. Up by Serlin again, but that's another ace for Davina. They are really targeting Leah Serlin on the defense. And Davina will, with the 1-point lead, most likely again attack Leah Serlin. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Serlin, one of the 2 non-Ontarians on this Humber side. She's from Vancouver, BC. As Davina with that spin serve again right at Serlin. Handle a lot better. Armstrong for Cassidy Andrews. And Cassidy Andrews finishes that point with some authority. As now to serve will be Stephanie Armstrong. That one up by Armstrong, set now by La Chapelle. Across for Manners. That will land in for Hannah Manners. And now to serve for the Humber Hawks, I believe, will be Stephanie Armstrong, and it will be the fifth-year setter for this Humber Hawks side. She did get subbed out, though, at the end of, I believe, every single set yesterday, as that will be an ace for Armstrong.
Yeah, just not able to deal with that by Seneca. Went off the arms and then off the face, and just an unfortunate not being able to return that.
Just not able to get enough on it. That seemed to be the one serve they could handle up Davina, and look at Andrews put that one right at Davina, right in Gamini's chest there,
Like
as the point goes to Humber.
Hurt, right?
You gotta expect so.
Close range.
I'd have to ask the pro though, in Liam Bootright, what exactly hurts when it hits you, because
There's your Liam mention today.
and that was the one that Serlin sent about 4 rows up here in front of us, Evan.
I actually have the ball with me right now. I didn't give it back to him after it came up.
As Seneca will be coming out of this timeout about 5 seconds early. As now here come the Humber Hawks. Obviously both teams feeling very, I won't say, I was gonna go with, I feel like both teams there kind of knew that this is a feeling out process. Again, these two teams have not faced during the regular season, so even if they did play in the preseason, which again I wouldn't know, the preseason schedule is kind of messed up where it's hard to see who played who during the non-regular season, but even if they did, that was so many months ago. Do those games even really matter? I don't really think so. That ball played across by Allerston. Dada through the block. Dodd couldn't get that one up properly, and the point will go to Dada, and the Seneca Sting is now to serve will be Emily Steele, who will now go to serve.
Well, they've basically gone back and forth here. Humber's had the lead for most of this first set, but haven't been in the lead by more than 2 or 3 for majority of it. Shows you Seneca's sticking around.
As Steele puts that ball right at La Chapelle. Armstrong for Cassidy Andrews, and Andrews with the kill.
Andrews had another good game yesterday. Kill percentage up in the 300s.
As now again to serve will be Erica Dodd. OCAA Women's Player of the Season, of course, first team All-Star, along with a lot of her front mates here on the Humber Hawks. Dada puts that one over, up by Armstrong, set now by La Chapelle, up for Serlin, and Leah Serlin couldn't get that one out, dug up by Allerston. And then attacked over, tried to at least across the net, but could not get it down. And I want to mention this, there was a substitution made for the Sting. Out went BB Camila, and in came Basti Parillo. That ball mishandled by Davina, but free balled over almost by Parillo.
Just when I said it, said they hadn't been out to more than a 2 or 3 point lead. Now they're up 4. They're getting closer to taking this first set.
And out goes Parillo, back in comes Camila. And now again to serve will be Dodd. Right at Davina. Alderston for CL. That one goes long. Was there a touch? There was not. And the point will go to Humber. And you mentioned it before that timeout. No real lead above 3 or 2. And now they're up by 5 in the second and last timeout taken by Coach Anthony Fung. And that would be one of the aces for Stephanie Armstrong.
I think that's the one that went off the arms and then off the face. And just couldn't return.
And that's the Villaria point, making it 8-8 all the way back early in that first set. Made a little contact with our camera. Hopefully our camera crew down there is okay. As we are now back to first set action between the Humber Hawks and the Seneca Sting.
Been a good first set. Pretty competitive.
And now Dodd again back to the serving line. That ball just gets over. Dada. Allerston with the 2-hit up by Armstrong. Set now by La Chapelle. Back for Leah Serlin. And that one did not get over the antenna, and the point will go to Seneca. And I don't believe Coach Huggins is not happy about that one. He's still talking to anyone who'd listen here. Here's Coach Wilkins. That ball put up. Manners, and boom for Hannah Manners. And now Kiyomi Ellis comes in as going to serve will be Cassidy Andrews. That ball put up by Dada, and it hits the rim of the basketball net, Evan. And the point goes to Humber, and it didn't go through, but it got close, Evan. Got real close.
Giving up. It's never going in.
Well, never say never, Evan. As that ball just goes wide for Andrews, who will now rotate up for Alex LaChapelle, the libero. The third year out of Ajax. I almost called it Ajax, Evan. I almost did.
Got European soccer on your mind, Spencer.
Yeah, I've got the Dutch club on my mind. As now coming in to serve for Stella Dada is number 5, Alexa Martinez. She was the sub they kept bringing in to serve for Dada. Martinez puts that ball right at La Chapelle. Armstrong up for Kayome Ellis, and it will get down for Ellis.
Yeah, the Humber outside hitters are just too much for Seneca to deal with right now. Too much power on their attacks and just undiggable.
And now to serve is Hannah Manners. Manners puts that ball in play. Allerston for Davina, and that will be a kill for Gamini Davina. And now CL Villoria to serve. Rotating in is Emily Steele, no libero for the Sting. Right at La Chapelle. Armstrong. Ellis! My goodness! And Humber 1 point away from taking set number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this first set, the middles and the outside hitters of Humber have just been far too much for.
Now Leah Serlin to serve. Not to interrupt you there, substitutions will be made here.
Fine.
Armstrong
Just
and
interrupt me, Spencer. That's fine.
as Armstrong and Manners come out, pardon me, as in comes Ferguson and Tiana Stevenson.
May I continue?
Of course you may.
I'm done anyways. It's fine.
As Serlin sends that one right to the back row of Camila. Allerston up for Davina, but blocked by Stevenson and Ellis, and that is the first set in favor of the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, really good first start, middle of that first set, but I mean, as you'll see here, Humber just more dominant down the stretch and showed in that first set why they're the #1 team in the West.
And what a kill that was there by Hannah Manners. As this looks to be the point that sent us to set point, the one that got us there, as Martinez serves that one over. Played, of course, by the Humber Hawks, and the kill there for Kayome Ellis. As that'll be it here for us for the first set between the Humber Hawks and the Seneca Sting. Evan and I'll be right back with the second set between these two sides as you watch this from the Sheridan Athletic Center here in Oakville, and only on the OCAA Live Network. Welcome back here for the second set, just about to kick off between the Humber Hawks and the Seneca Sting. If you're just joining us, Humber won set number 1, 25-18. So Humber going into this second set up 1-0. That's Seneca's first loss of a set this weekend, as again, there were all sweeps yesterday. Everyone won 3-0. Seneca's game scoreline-wise was probably the closest game we had, as they...
But again, this Humber team is number 1 in the West for a reason, and they're a real challenge.
As now to serve is Leah Serlin. Back in is Armstrong and Manners. But I do want to mention, Evan, that in not including their forfeits, Humber is coming in on an 18, make that 19-game winning streak, as they went undefeated during regular season play, except for their 3. They never lost on the floor, if you will. They haven't lost a game on the floor in 19 games, as Dada was that one right into the triple block of Dodd Ellis, and it looks to be Armstrong, as now again to serve will be Leah Serlin.
That is a very good point, Spencer.
So we probably have the 2 hottest teams coming into this tournament, as you mentioned, in this game right now. Yeah. And even though Mohawk also has now won 5 in a row coming into today. As that ball goes to the net, Erica Dodd says thank you, but come again. And now again to serve will be Serlin. That ball put right at Dada. Allerston across for Davina off the block, up by Manners. Serlin has to set it now and free balled over by La Chapelle. Dada. Allerston back for Davina, who has to free ball it over herself, but it lands in, but a net violation against the Seneca Sting, and Coach Fogg not happy about it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Seneca there.
And this is the complete opposite start we saw from the Seneca Sting. They had the first 2 points in set number 1. Now Humber's got 3, and they seem to be on a roll from the end of that first set. Serlin right at Dada again. Allerston across for Davina. Davina sends that one right to Serlin. Set now by La Chapelle. Up for Erica Dodd, and Davina sends that one sky high, and the point will go to the home side.
I'm not really sure how you're supposed to deal with the outside hitters in the middles of Humber. Just too much power on their attacks, and really, really difficult for anyone to deal with it on the defensive side.
Serlin puts that one right in play. Allerston tries to 2-hit it, but went a little too high. La Chapelle, Armstrong, Dodd! Right at Dada, able to get that one up. Allerston back for Camila. Camila puts that one in play. Serlin, Armstrong, back for Kaomi Ellis. No touch, and the point will go to Seneca. They're finally on the board. And now to serve for the Seneca Sting is Brooke Allerston, as I want to mention it. Sosa Amorui is in the building. Allerston puts that ball right at Serlin. And that will be an ace for Brooke Allerston. And Allerston will go back to serve again, and now it feels a lot like the first set, but opposite. Seneca went out to an early lead, and then Humber with their serve was able to snatch it right back. That one right at Serlin. Armstrong right at La Chapelle has to free ball it over. Dada. Allerston for Davina over the block. Up by La Chapelle. Anyone going to be able to get there? They will not, and the point will go to Seneca.
Yeah, just couldn't get up off her feet fast enough, and no one in the air to run for it. Humber having a little team talk, saying they can't fall apart.
Allerston right at Serlin. Handled better. Armstrong across for Dodd. Right at Davina. And Kamini Davina has not been where she was yesterday, I don't think, on defense. As now to serve will be Kaomi Ellis.
But she is one of the most important players, like we said. And for the Seneca team to be as good as they usually are, she needs to get going.
Allerston for Camila, right at, that looked to be Kaomi Ellis. Armstrong up for Dodd, and the kill will go to Erica Dodd.
Dodd's been completely dominant from that left side so far. Not really any response to her from the Seneca side.
And now again to serve will be Kaomi Ellis. Puts that one right at Dada. Allerston for Davina through the block, and that will be a kill for Gamini Davina, who will now serve. And Dodd knew that one was going to land in right after it hit her hands and saw it go the other way. She kind of just smiled at it and went, fair play, if you will. As Davina puts that one right at Dodd. Armstrong, Cassidy, Andrews. Point to Humber. Armstrong just gets that one over right at Dada. Allerston up for steal. That one pushed in, but the point will go to Seneca. And now to serve will be Emily Steele working back in, ACL Villaria. I also want to mention the Mohawk Mountaineers. I'm not sure if they were here when we started, but I know they're here now. So now both the Durham Lords and the Mohawk Mountaineers are in watching, who they may play tomorrow in the gold and bronze medal game, respectively, as they get ready for their match later today here at 8 o'clock sharp. But that ball dances down the tightrope, free-balled over by Steele. La Chapelle, Armstrong, Dodd, in play for Erica Dodd. And now she'll go to serve. As more and more Humber Hawks faithful slowly come in here today. As Dodd puts that one right at Davina. Allerston up for Camila. Sends that one long, no touch, and the point will go to the Hawks. And now Dodd again will serve up by 4. Dodd sends that one right at Davino. Doesn't play it, and it's an ace for Erica Dodd.
Yeah, that was a questionable one, I think. I don't know. It looked out to me from up here. I'm not the line judge. I'm not gonna tell.
Well, we'll see if the lovely people in the cubby hole will be able to give us the replay of that one, Evan, so we can get a second look at it. Allerston up for Camila. That one off the block, and La Chapelle couldn't get it back, and the point will go to Seneca, as now to serve will be BB Camila.
Mohawk heading to the locker room, getting ready to go.
Guess they've seen enough, if you will, as Serlin. Right at Armstrong for Dodd, and right through the single block there of CL Villaria.
Right now, Spencer, I think we have a certain player of the game for Humber. Erica Dodd has been pretty unstoppable coming down the middle and on the left side, really wherever she is on the floor.
That is an ace for Cassidy Andrews. They've now doubled up on the Sting, 12-6. We'll see if Andrews can give them the 7-point lead. That ball is in play right at Dada. Allerston able to get there. Up for Stella Dada. Sends that one long and no touch. And the point will go to Humber. And the timeout taken by Coach Anthony Fung. And this seems like a continuation of the latter half of that first set,
Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah. I believe that was another kill for Dodd there, who's been probably the best player for Humber so far in this game. And yeah, this set not really going as even as the first one that we saw. I mean, Humber was in it for the first little bit. And in this one there, Seneca was in it for the first little bit of the first set. But in this one, Humber already had to a big lead. I'm trying to do the math here. 7 points, just halfway through the second set.
I saw the moves there. Looked to be Tiana Stevenson there doing a little shimmy to the Little John song they're playing on here at the Sheridan Athletic Center. As now again to serve will be Cassidy Andrews, the Guelph native. Puts that ball in play right at the libero. Davina plays it, and Villaria trying to get a free ball over, but it will not. I'm not sure if that counts as an ace, but it's as close as you're going to get without it landing in play. As now that ball rolls by Andrews, and now she'll go back to serve. As her and Coach Wilkinson have a little laugh there. That ball again put right at Dada. Allerston up for Gamini Davina. Right at, that looked right at Cassidy. And that will be an attack almost down there. pushed over. That was Serlin. Now it's Dodd. Armstrong and Kaomi Ellis ends the rally. And now almost up by double digits. We'll see if they can go up by double digits here as Andrews will serve again. Andrews. And I'm not sure that one was touched, but nevertheless, it will count for Humber. And I believe the block will go to Kaomi Ellis. And that one goes into the net. And now again to serve will be Stella Dada. Dada normally subbed out before she can serve. We'll put that one right at Erica Dodd. Armstrong up for Leah Serling, getting that one down and free balled over by Allerston. Armstrong back up again. Manners off the block, and Hannah Manners with the kill puts Humber back up by 10. And substitution will be made here as Serling goes to serve. Out comes Manners and Armstrong. In come Sydney Ferguson and Tiana Stevenson. As actually it looks to be Ferguson's serve. Ferguson puts that ball right in Dada. Allerston up for Villaria. Up by quite a few different Hawks, and now Dodd puts that one in play. It's a kill, I believe, for Erica Dodd in the end. Well, you're always the one talking, Evan, so you know what, you're always crisp. Well, no, you get more of you. As Davina puts that ball right at Sacha Pell as the Durham Lords go to their locker room. As what a save there by Dodd, and LaChapelle free balls it over. Allerston went for Villaria, went the other way. That'd be Kaomi Ellis, but a net violation against Humber will give Seneca the free point. It's not going to serve, will be CL Villaria. That ball put right in play at Leah Serlin. Ferguson puts that one for Kaomi Ellis, and Ellis with another kill. As now coming out is Leah Serlin. In to serve for her is, for the first time over the past 2 days, the Oakville native, so she's basically at home, is Reese Cholette. And Cholette puts that one into the net, and the point will go to Seneca. On Allerston will go to serve. I think Coach Wilkinson and the Hawks, that ball put right at Ellis, LaChapelle, before I finish that thought, put right at Dodd, and that one goes cross court in play for the Hawks, because now they've got 20, and they're 5 away from a set win, and going into a third potentially final, looking for their second straight sweep of the weekend. As now Kaomi Ellis will serve. Andrews rotates in, but I feel like Coach Wilkins is the first coach I've seen who's just completely willing to sub at any point in the match, to sub in any one of his players, because he feels really confident in his depth. As the second and last time was taken by Coach Anthony Fung, as that ace is given to the Humber Hawks and Kaomi Ellis. Up right now are the Humber Hawks, 21-9. This feels eerily similar to the second set between the Mohawk Mountaineers and the Conestoga Condors. Definitely a second set to forget for the Seneca Sting, as that, I believe, was Sydney Ferguson's first serve of the night after she got subbed in with the double substitution. And that was the free ball by Erica Dodd that lands in play right there. The miscue on the Seneca Sting defense.
Mistakes by the Seneca defense, but also just really good offense from Humber. A lot of these attacks, like I've said many times, are just too much for Seneca to return.
And now Ellis will serve again. No libero for the Hawks. Right at Dada. Allerston. Pushed over by Steele. Up by Dodd. Ferguson couldn't get there to Stevenson, and the point will go to Seneca. And rotating back in is Alex LaChapelle. And that will go into the net there for Seneca, as now to serve for the Humber Hawks. More substitutions made here as Sydney Ferguson comes out, as well as Tiana Stevenson. Coming back in is Stephanie Armstrong and Hannah Manners. And now to serve will be Stephanie Armstrong.
And I've completely switched mics now, Spencer. Look at this. I got
You got the lapel, eh?
lapel mic. Now this is classic.
Well, I hope you dressed the wire there, Evan, dear Lord. Act like you got into broadcasting school once in your life. Is that ball put into the net there, and Davina will get the kill for Seneca.
I'm outdoing you here, Spencer. Look at this. This is so clean.
You liking the lapel look, eh?
Love it.
Are we going to look funny on camera?
We should roll with every game.
You think we should run lapels every game?
Yeah, of course. I mean, usually I have the microphone or the headset over my right ear anyways. So I can't hear you out of that ear, which is closer, but now I feel like I can hear all the ambience and the noise that's going on inside the stadium. Or the arena, rather.
The playing surface, even. As now to serve will be Erica Dodd, 2 points away from a set 2 victory for the Humber Hawks. That ball put right at the libero. Allerston puts it up for CL, blocked at the net by Humber. Allerston back for CL. Villaria blocked again by Humber! Andrews.
Nothing you could do if you're Humber here, or sorry, if you're Seneca here. I mean, the defense and the offense of Humber is just, it's been unstoppable so far in this game. And
I'm going to run to the bathroom after this.
really impressive.
As Dodd puts that ball in play, and that will just go long. As now going to serve will be Bibi Camila. As they got to be perfect for a while, Evan, if they expect to come back in this one.
Yeah, they got to be perfect for quite some time, Spencer. I wonder, do you think they can do it?
I won't
Anything's
say.
possible.
Of course it's possible. Anything's possible, Evan. It's Dada. Allerston up for Stella Dada. Can't get that one over. And the point will go to Humber, and the set will go to Humber. A lot more lopsided than the set number 1. They won at 25-12, and now going to set number 3, looking to sweep for the second straight day here today.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Humber undefeated this season if you don't count their forfeit losses, and they've really shown why here. They've been completely dominant in this game.
Ian, I'm going to go to the bathroom. As we'll be back here for the third, potentially final set here between the Humber Hawks and the Seneca Sting, as you watch this at the Sheridan Athletic Center and only on the OCAA Live Network.
here for the third and potentially final set between the Seneca Sting and the Humber Hawks. Humber has been completely dominant so far as Spencer Byers sprints up the stairs.
After I walk the tightrope and get around Devon, here we go for set number 3, as this is the potentially final one we see between these two sides. Again, both of these teams will be playing tomorrow. We're just trying to figure out if they're going for gold and going to the the CCAA championships, or if they're playing for bronze. Dodd puts that one over, an early kill for Erica Dodd, the player of the year.
And the player of the game, honestly, for Humber today. She's been very, very good.
As now Ellis will serve. That one will go into the net for Keome Ellis, and now the most even start we've seen here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Seneca has still had a lead in this matchup, but we'll see if they can get one here. Maybe turn their fortunes around in this third set.
Not since the very beginning of the first set, I don't believe, Evan.
It's been so long, I can't remember.
As Dodd, Armstrong, Cassidy, Andrews, kill for Humber. And I guess that way will be even longer, Evan, as now Stephanie Armstrong will serve. Hey guys, can you hear us? That ball put in play. Passed across, CL Villaria couldn't get that one through the block. La Chapelle for Dodd, and that will be a kill for Erica Dodd.
But again, too much power on the attack. Not able to deal with it from the Sting side, and get another kill for the outside hitters of Humber.
Okay. That ball paraded. Looked at Serlin and La Chapelle. Set now by Armstrong for Dodd. Off the block. It wasn't, and the point will go to Seneca. As now to serve will be CL Villaria. Is the mic down there for the interview, or is something going to run up to me? Villaria to serve. All right, thank you. That ball poked too close to the net, as Emily Steele will get the point, and I even believe the lead to Seneca.
There we go.
Actually, no, it looks like it would just be a tie. They got that point up so fast, I couldn't even see them change it, as Villaria will now serve. And at La Chapelle. But up for Andrews, can't get that one down.
Better defensively there by the Sting.
Free balled over there by Villaria. La Chapelle, Armstrong, Manners through the block, and CL couldn't get it up, and the point will go to Humber.
Another strong attack there by the outside hitters. I feel like I'm saying it so many times already tonight, but their outside hitters are so strong in this Humber team. It's a reason they're undefeated, other than forfeits.
As Dodd is that one right at Stella Dada. Allerston up for Dada, off the block, and it's in as Andrews and Manners collect the point there.
Well, they don't want Seneca to get any kind of momentum going. They take the lead there for a quick second, or I think they tied it, or took the lead. Whatever, they got close. But Humber doesn't want to give them any momentum, and back up 2 again. Looking to extend it to even more.
Camila attacks that one right at La Chapelle. Armstrong up for Manners, block, Dodd. Armstrong back for Serlin, who free balls it over, and it's a kill for Leah Serlin. Definitely not the way you would have expected him.
And you know what I call that, Spencer?
What?
Cheeky dump.
Cheeky dump? Cheeky
That's what
push.
That's what we call it.
I want to mention, I believe that was the game yesterday against Niagara. Hannah Manners hitting percentage was 917.
Yeah.
She went 11 for 12 on her attacks.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
13 total points, led the team in points as well, which is just super impressive from her.
That is the most ridiculous stat line I've seen in a while here at the Sheridan Athletic Center. That ball up by Dodd. Armstrong up for Manners, and that's a kill for the aforementioned Hannah Manners. That ball put in play. Dada, Alliston, Dada, right, and that's in play there for Dada. As now to serve will be Stella Dada, down by 2. That ball put long by Stella Dada, and the point will go to Humbers. Now to serve will be Hannah Manners.
Yeah, just a few too many errors from Seneca here. You can't really afford to do that if you want to get back into the game.
That ball just at a play for Manners, and the point will go to Seneca.
Well,
Now to serve will be Emily Steele.
That's what you need if you're Seneca as well. Trade one service error for another service error. You'll take that.
Again, will serve as Emily Steele, the Oshawa native. Puts that one right at La Chapelle. Armstrong up for Ellis, through the block, and Kaome Ellis with another kill. Another player who's had a great game tonight with Erica Dodd is Ellis. As now to serve will be Leah Serling.
So a 3-point lead. It feels like it's been 3 points all night until Humber starts to extend it at a point like this, and another big block by the Humber front there.
That was Dodd and Ellis with the block on CL Villaria. And again, will serve is Serling. Almost lost a handle there as she kind of dribbled that one towards the service line.
Worth noting too, yesterday 9 blocks from the Humber team, and already up in that range again today.
Right at the libero, Allerston puts it up for Stella Dada. Block, but through the block it goes for Dada. And again now to serve will be Brooke Allerston. Allerston puts that one in, play right at Serling. Armstrong, Ellis, kill for Kaome Ellis. And now Ellis will serve, rotating back in is Andrews.
And Ellis not having her best day yesterday, just 3 kills on 13 total attempts, but already having a much better showing today against this Sting team.
Ellis puts that one in play. Allerston puts it up for Dada, pokes it, blocked by Andrews, and what a block by Cassidy Andrews. That ball put in play. Allerston up for Davina, right at Serling. Armstrong couldn't really get there, and the point will go to the Sting. As now Ellis will rotate out for Alex LaChapelle. That ball put into the net by Gamini Davina.
Rare mistake from Davina, one of the better hitters in this league.
And now to serve will be Stephanie Armstrong. That ball put right at Stella Dada. Allerston up for CL Villaria. Chappelle is able to get that ball somehow over. And Seneca got happy about it. That block is down for Humber.
Wow, that is I think the Seneca Sting coaching staff has a right to be a little upset about that one.
They thought that ball went around the antenna. Coach Wilkins disagreed. He had a better vantage point in my estimation, but I couldn't really see it from that spot that's as far away. It's Camila, but that one in play, that's a kill for BB Camila. And now to serve will be CL Villaria. That ball put right at La Chapelle. Ellis up for Dodd. Long, no touch. Point to Seneca.
And again, a rare miss there from Dodd. Haven't seen a whole lot of that from her in these first 3 sets.
That ball put in the net by CL Villaria, and the point will go to Humbers. Now to serve will be Erica Dodd.
So just 10 points needed here in order to maintain a spot in the gold medal game tomorrow, and
Humber's going to want to finish it off as quickly as they can.
That one blocked by Cassidy Andrews, and the point will go to Humber again, as now to serve will be Dodd one more time. Well, they're reigning OCAA champions, Evan. I think the expectation was they'd be back again for another crown, and I believe Coach Wilkins told me last time I spoke to him they were 11-time champions before the COVID years, so I guess looking back to get at that dominant level. And now to serve will be BB Camila, down by 5. A little bit closer than set number 2. They are 1 point away, Seneca, from their second set total of 12. As that ball put right at Dodd. Armstrong up for Serlin. That one off Camila. Davina gets there and free balled over. La Chapelle for Armstrong. Andrews couldn't get that one down and free balled over by Dada. Up by Dodd. Armstrong for Andrews off the block. Allerston for steal off the block. Up by Armstrong. Manners for Serlin off the block.
What a great rally we got going here.
Allerston for Dada. Trying to get over the block. Up by Andrews on a 2-hit. Poked over, blocked again, but at violation against Hannah Manners.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate way to end a great little rally there, and probably the best we've seen so far tonight. A little bit of chaos in it, and those are the most fun to watch.
As Camila again to serve for Seneca, they've now matched their second set total of 12. That one right at La Chapelle. Armstrong up for Manor. That one goes into the net, and Seneca now have eclipsed their second set totals.
Yeah, and this third set still isn't over. Only 3 points separating these two teams. You've seen how dangerous Seneca could be in spurts, and like we said before, they beat Durham once this season, so see if they can mount a 3-point comeback here.
That ball put right at Dodd. Armstrong for Serlin. After he free balled over by Serlin there after it got blocked. Dada blocked by Manners, and now Seneca are 2 points away. And Coach Fong is loving what he's seeing right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. This is the best that this team has looked so far tonight, and if they can afford to gain a little bit of momentum here, you got to wonder if Coach Wilkins will end up taking a timeout at some point.
As Manners, that one blocked, but up. Allerston's able to put it up, and it'll be free-balled over by Celadada. Dodd. Armstrong. Andrews blocked. La Chapelle free balls it over, however. Allerston back for Davina. Right at Alex La Chapelle. Dodd now to set it. Up for Serlin. That ball will go long, and now Seneca are 1 point away. The timeout will be taken by Chris Wilkins of Humber. His first timeout of the tournament.
Yeah, this is the liveliest we've seen Seneca so far tonight, and it's the perfect time to do it, trying to mount a comeback here in the third set.
Back at it again here in the third set, 16-15, currently in favor of the Humber Hawks, but Humber also took their first time out as Dawn let that one go, and it's an ace for BB Camila, and now we're tied at 16.
And this is what we were wanting before this game happened, a close set, and we got it here.
That ball put in play right at La Chapelle. Armstrong, Andrews, thought there would be a net violation, there was not, and that will be a point to Humber.
And that was a close one. And
now,
after 5 or 6 consecutive points,
and now
Humber finally gets one back.
Sorry to
No, you
interrupt
can
there,
go. You
Evan.
can go now, Spencer. You can go.
Thank you, thank you. Alexa Martinez will now be subbed in for BB Camila. That ball put in play. Allerston up for steal, blocked in the net by Ellis. And will it be free balled over? It will be by Davina. Ellis. Armstrong for Serlin, and the kill will go to Leah Serlin. That ball put up. Steele pushes it up by Manners. Set now by Dodd for Serlin off. Dude, free ball it over. Almost was played there by Seneca where they two-hit it over by Allerston. Now it's Armstrong for Manners. Blocked at the net. Allerston with another set there in the back row of Davina. Through the block, and Serlin couldn't get it up, and the kill will go to Gamini Davina.
All the way from the back row there from Davina. You don't see those drop often for any player, but got too much power on it and just couldn't deal with it from the blockers.
And now to serve will be Stella Data. That ball, Pereira, Erica Dodd. Armstrong for Keome Ellis, and Martinez couldn't get that one up, and the kill will go to Keome Ellis. And now to serve will be Hannah Manners. Right at Dada. Oh, Martinez almost slipped there and free balled over by the away side. Put up for Ellis again, and the kill will go to Keome Ellis. And that time will be taken by Seneca.
Yeah, much needed one after a comeback there. Humber imposing their will here and only 5 points away from that gold medal game. Well, they'll be back-to-back once again.
This is the ace for Camilla, as right off the timeout, might I add, as Dodd let that one go. That was the
Right
block there.
That replay shows you how effective these blockers for Humber have been tonight. Not only being effective on the offensive end, but also really being a problem on the defense as well, not letting Seneca get any free attacks over, and usually they're ending in a Humber point.
And now to serve will be Hannah Manners. That ball put right at Dada. Allerston back. That looked to be for Steele. Allerston, this time up for Martinez, right at Manners. Armstrong. Serlin off the antenna, and the point will go to Seneca. And now to serve will be Emily Steele, rotating back in is CL Villaria. Steele right at Dodd. Armstrong there with the two-hit dump, and the point will go to Humber. Coming back in will be Camila. Coming back out is Martinez as Steele rotates out. Now to serve will be Leah Serlin, the Vancouver native.
Yeah, Sterling's had another good game as well.
As Davina would let that one go when it lands in play for Serlin. That's an ace.
Yeah, unfortunate mistake there. Just walked the tightrope, but perfectly placed serve, and was just let go by the Seneca Sting.
That ball right at Dada. That's another ace for Serlin. We'll see if she can make it. We have a kind at the timeout is taken. As timeout is taken by Seneca is coming in, I believe, will be Sydney Ferguson and Tiana Stevenson. Stevenson, a fourth-year player here for the Humber Hawks, as you'll see Steele's serve for Seneca. And that was the two-hit by Armstrong. As that was jamming out here to the music at the Sheridan Athletic Center here in Oakville, as that is the ace for Serlin that Gamini Davina let go. That is another ace for Leah Serlin.
But I think if Humber does end up winning this, I think Seneca can still be proud that they'll be able to go tomorrow and still fight for a medal against either Durham or Mohawk. It's got to be a positive. And I mean, to play close in 2 of the sets, really, against a team that technically didn't lose a game this season that they actually played in is still very impressive.
And now Serlin will serve again. 2 points away. 2 points separates Humber from a set and game victory, putting them to the gold medal game tomorrow at 7:30 sharp. And another ace! 3 of a kind for Leah Serlin, and she has a chance to ice it now in set number 3. And I did want to mention that they did sub in Stevenson and Ferguson.
We'll see if Serlin can keep it up here, hold her serve, and send them through to the gold medal.
Dada doesn't able to pick that one up, however. Allerston up for Davina. That one set long by Davina, and Humber is going to the gold medal game. While Seneca is going to the bronze medal game. The winner and loser of the next game will face the winner and loser of this one.
I mean, a dominating performance from Humber. Seneca can still be proud with how they fared this season and how this game turned out. Obviously a little bit disappointing for them, but Humber is, I mean, a great program, and they've been great over the last however so many years. And whoever they play tomorrow, it's going to be a good game.
I will again be interviewing the players of the game for both sides. We'll see who those happen to be. So I will wrap now, as Evan, you can give your final thought when I'm done. I walk my way down to floor level, but thank you so much for tuning in to this broadcast of Humber versus Seneca. Humber going to the gold medal game, winning the first set 25-18, second set 25-12, and third set by the same score as the first set, 25-18. Do stay tuned, though, at 8 o'clock sharp. The Durham Lords take on the Mohawk Mountaineers to see who will face this Humber Hawk team in the gold medal game, while the loser facing the Seneca Sting in the bronze medal game. Evan, you can go ahead with your last thought, if you will, and I will, of course, go down to talk to the athletes.
Well, Spencer, I will be taking over your headset because it works better than mine. Yeah, I mean, like we already said, a dominating performance from Mohawk. From Mohawk. From Humber. Get some awards here for the players of the game and the players of the season from Seneca and Humber. And like we said, whoever Humber plays in the finals it's bound to be a great game. So we're looking forward to it. We'll be back at 8 o'clock. Spencer's going down to interview the players of the game right now for both teams, and he will be on your screen in the next few minutes.
Erica, are you okay if we do an interview with you? I'm supposed to interview the player of the game. All right, everyone, I'm down here at floor side with Stella Data. Obviously not the result you would have wanted, but you still got a chance to play for a medal tomorrow against the loser of this one. How intently are you going to be watching this one, Stella Data?
Very intently. We know one of the teams we're very familiar with from the East, Durham. Mohawk's also a pretty good team. We're just going to try to put up a fight, whoever it is, and, go up with our heads held high and play for fun as well. Yeah.
Now, obviously, you played against arguably the best team in all the OCAA this year in the Humber Hawks. Never lost a game on the floor, even if they got their 3 wins taken away due to an ineligible player. But in spite of that, what did you make of your team's performance here today?
I think our performance was pretty decent. We definitely need to work on our block coverage, which was a problem for the entire season. But, we definitely put our best foot forward in that last set. I do believe if we had just pushed a little bit harder, Kate stayed consistent with our serves, we probably would have taken it. But definitely, we tried our best at the end of the day. Yeah.
Obviously, the first set and third set were a lot closer than the second set. It seemed like they pulled away in that second one from basically start to finish. But in set number 1 and 3, Evan and I up in the booth felt like guys were doing a very good job keeping up with this Humber Hawks, and it felt like no one could keep up with them. So was that at least a positive for you guys to be able to say you guys kept up with this Humber Hawks side?
Yes, definitely. We just try to keep up. They had a very fast offense, and we knew that going into the game. We just try to get as much touches as we could. Obviously, Humber is Humber, and, we put up a good fight against them. Yeah.
Is there a team you prefer of these 2 teams to play in the bronze medal game?
Possibly Durham. We did beat them in our regular season, so I do think that we could take them again if we fight for it hard. But yeah, any one of them, I believe we can fight our best to defeat.
Right, thank you so much, Stella Data of the Seneca Sting. I'll be right back with Erica Dodd, the player of the game for the Humber Hawks, here next. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Erica, thank you. Now welcome back here, Floorside. I'm with player of the game and OCAA player of the year, Erica Dodd. Erica, big win for your team against Seneca Sting. How do you feel going into the gold medal game tomorrow?
I feel like our team played great today. We had good energy, and hopefully we can just continue that into tomorrow. And I think we have a good chance. Either team, whoever we play, I think we have a good chance of bringing home the gold for Humber again.
Again, as you mentioned, their reigning OCAA championships are the Humber Hawks, your team. So going into this next match between Mohawk and the Durham Lords, who would you prefer to play in the final if there is one to prefer?
Honestly, don't really prefer it. I think whoever earns it tonight is honestly respectful to be in the finals with us because we earned it tonight as well. So whoever earns it I'm happy to play whoever.
Now again, going into the game tonight against Seneca, you guys felt like dominated most of the play. Obviously the second set you guys completely dominated from start to finish, but definitely closer in that first and third set. Did you guys feel that as well, that this Seneca team was right there with you?
I don't think they're right there with us. I think we just dropped our energy and that kind of brought our level play down, but then we had a timeout and we came back after that timeout and we succeeded.
Now again, you guys are undefeated on the floor. Obviously lost those three wins due to as I believe Coach Wilkins told me, a clerical error, but you guys are undefeated on the floor. Should we expect that again here tomorrow to stay undefeated?
I hope so. That's about it.
What would you say the key is going into that gold medal game?
Our energy. When we have good energy, we tend to play well. And if we don't, it kind of when we drop down. So if we have good energy, I think we'll have a good chance.
Thank you so much, Erica Dodd of the Humber Hawks. That'll be it here for us for tonight. Stay tuned though, 8 o'clock sharp, Mohawk Mountaineers versus the Durham Lords to see who will face these Humber Hawks in the gold medal game.